Lie, from the occupied Third World, it's time for an episode of Maoist Third Worldist Revolutionary Historical Analysis. Greetings comrades and welcome. Today we are going to discuss 20th century herstory from a dialectical materialist, which is a Maoist Third Worldist, perspective. Today's topic of discussion is, why did the great progressive popular proletarian people's revolution pioneered by our leaders Stalin, Yezhov, Mao, and Lin Biao backslide into counter-revolutionary right-wing fascist revisionism? There are many answers to this question. Most common is the bourgeois, liberal or social fascist assertion that communism was doomed to fail. There is also the simplistic counter-evolutionary right-wing fascist revisionite Trotskyite or Hoxhaite analysis, which also claims that communism was doomed to fail, in the 20th century at least. Common to all these anti-communist lies is the suggestion that the glorious parties of the Marx-Lenin-Stalin-Mao type were excessively militaristic, heavy-handed or authoritarian. In reality, nothing could be further from the truth. Comrades, we must resist these phony counter-evolutionary lies. The real reason that all communist experiments failed is that they were not sufficiently totalitarian. Stalin and Mao were simply not sufficiently committed to smashing counter-evolutionary intellectuals. What do we mean by not sufficiently totalitarian? In a socialist state, due to the influence of worldwide capitalist imperialism and lingering capitalist class elements at home, revisionites, the workers' and peasants' democratic dictatorship must use despotic methods to crush revisionism and stop a capitalist restoration like the 1956 Holocaust in the former USSR. Great leaders like Stalin and Mao were initially sufficiently totalitarian in alliance with proletarian cadre like Nikolai Yezhov and Lin Biao. However, right-wing counter-evolutionary advisors tricked them into taking a Crypto-Trotzkyite line of softness toward class enemies. Yes, Stalin was overthrown by the Khrushchev clique precisely because he was too soft in dealing with enemies. We cannot allow the same mistake to ruin a future or current revolution. We must fight to uphold the red line of Yezhov and Lin Biao. If Stalin and Mao had listened to their wisdom, the socialist future would be so much brighter. Today the People's Republic of China, the Socialist Republic of Cuba, and even the Democratic People's Republic of Korea are all adopting a liberal fascist revisionist right-wing Trotskyite course of softness towards counter-evolutionary political and economic forces, which is leading their countries toward the bloody slaughterhouse of imperialist capitalist restoration. Such softness is simply unbecoming of true proletarian revolutionary anti-revisionist class politics. We must utterly smash the softness in ourselves, in our emotions, and in our dealings with class enemies worldwide. The global revolutionary people's war will require the expropriation and annihilation of hundreds of millions, if not several billions, of capitalist labor aristocrats and capitalist-minded class traders of supposedly working-class origins. We cannot shirk this task, or look upon it lightly. The mistake Stalin and Mao made was letting their enemies live. That isn't a mistake the proletariat can afford to make again. We don't propose mass murder, of course. These millions of labor aristocrats will be progressively and productively worked to death in socialist pharaonic construction projects and revolutionary rape rooms. Those who are afraid of such drastic measures have forgotten, or never read, the works of Lenin, who said that we should use the capitalists' own weapons and methods against them. Death through labor and progressive proletarian superexploitation, as pioneered on a small scale by Comrade Stalin, will in the 21st century allow the labor aristocratic bourgeoisie to objectively pay off its debts to the Third World. This will also serve as a form of re-education, even if the enemies are not expected to survive. Meanwhile, the Third World proletariat can live in plenty, enjoy the fruits of socialist society, and advanced revolutionary culture, without labor to worry about. Thank you for joining us for another Maoist Third Worldist revolutionary herstory lesson. We hope you are inspired to smash the revisionism within your own consciousness, be a better person and a better revolutionary, while always upholding the principle of unlimited revolutionary despotism.